It is Wednesday. It is hump day. Wait for it. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take her shower. How about that? That's how we roll in the 10 News Traffic Center. My buddy Dan Thompson, he never, ever misses hump day. Even if he's not here, he DVDs it on his iWatch and streams it straight into his brain. It's amazing. It's
DVDs
amazing,
it on his iWatch.
That was awesome.
I'm just saying. He's an amazing man.
He is loyal and dedicated to hump day.
He is. He's always here for hump day.
Thanks, Ed. We appreciate it. Well, we know that there's been a lot of buzz about what Apple would release this week. Everybody predicted it would be the smartwatch and a new iPhone, and they were right. Joining us this morning, techspert Dan Thompson to talk about these new products. It was a big launch for Tim Cook yesterday.
It was very big, arguably Apple's largest event in years. They had more people, they had a bigger venue, and then as Tim Cook called it, they have a new chapter in the Apple story, of course, which is referring to the Apple Watch.
The Apple Watch, I thought, was pretty amazing, but we're gonna get to that. We need to start with the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. First of all, what's the difference?
So the difference between the two models, the 6 it has a 4.7-inch screen, the 6 Plus has a humongous 5.5-inch screen. The 6 Plus has longer battery life, also has a slight nuance difference with the camera. All in all, though, for most people it's going to come down to, do you want a small screen size or do you want a bigger screen size? And that's really the differences. Processing speed, there is a resolution difference, but I mean that's basically based on the size of the screen. So for the most part, it's the same phone, just bigger.
We have some upgrades to the camera.
Yes.
We were talking about this. It has a protrusion out the back.
Yes, and that was an interesting design choice for me anyway, for Apple. So for the first time, there's something protruding out of the back of the phone. The camera lens, I missed that spot to see if you could actually see it, but the camera lens on the back actually protrudes from the back of the phone. I mean, it's a fraction of an inch, but it still is a protrusion, which is new for the iPhone. It's going to be interesting to see how people navigate that. It almost seemed like they did that with a case in mind, so the case will then make it flush, but we'll see. They did talk about the camera quite a bit. They are not jumping into the megapixel race, so the camera is still 8 megapixels. They stand firm in their belief that it's about quality, not quantity of pixels, which I happen to believe that as well. So it's going to be fun to see how good the pictures are, especially from the 6 Plus, which uses image stabilization from the lens and not digital, so that's pretty high-tech stuff they crammed in there.
That 6 Plus is like huge.
It is. It's a monstrous phone.
Huge. I don't even know how that would fit in a back pocket.
Well, I mean,
just barely.
Maybe it depends on your back pocket, I guess.
Is it an enlarged back pocket?
Right.
Okay, let's talk about the smart watch, because I was really excited to see this. I thought it was really cool, but you kind of, it's more expensive.
I was a little underwhelmed by the smartwatch. I mean, frankly, we've been hoping that this thing was going to come out for 2 years now. So I mean, they finally launch it. I mean, and I guess after 2 years of hype, you can't help but be a little disappointed. It doesn't look anything like what people were guessing it was going to look like. However, as you said, it's a pretty sharp looking watch. I mean, of the smartwatches out there, it's probably in my top 2. The Moto 360, I think, has a little bit better design to it. But, I mean, it is a nice looking device. What I'm curious to see, and probably the rest of the world is curious to see, is how many people are actually going to buy it. At $350, it's not cheap. It does require that you have an iPhone to use it. So that's another $300 or however much you decide to spend on your iPhone. So it's a pretty big investment. What we also don't know is what you actually have to have the phone for. We know you have to have one, but we're not exactly sure like how far away the phone can be from the watch and it still be useful, what functionality you lose when the phone's not present. So lots of unknowns there, and it doesn't come out until early next year, so I'm sure we're going to learn much more about it.
$349 price tag.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Dan Thompson, we're going to keep talking with you coming up over on Fox 43. And we will be right back.